Hi friends, this is Susie, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 3585 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 30 moves to clear out 80 jelly. Now that's a bit bizarre because we have a 9 by 9 grid here. That means we have 81 squares on the board. It means just one of them doesn't have a jelly. So if you want, you can pause the recording and try to find which one doesn't have the jelly on your own. It's a little hunting game there. Because I'm going to tell you in 3, 2, 1, it's right here. This poor little square. It's the only one without a jelly. Everything else has a jelly, so I'm going to treat it like the whole board has a jelly, because I'm not going to try to distinguish between these. And I have to figure out a way to clear all of these out, even though some of them have several layers of waffle on top and a licorice lock, but I do have some of these color bombs on the board. I'm hoping that'll help. I'm hoping maybe I can make more, although not with this one, because look at this. It's just a bad setup. I don't have, well, I can move this red up to here, or I can move this red down to here. Those are the only moves I see on this particular board. Not very pleasant. I want to get through to the sides. Maybe making some stripes will help, because that will also hopefully help me open up some of these licorice locks. But I don't know that I want to open up all of the color bombs right away, because I think what I would love to do is to be able to make some color bomb combos. And one way to do that is to open up some of them, or try to get this to slide out because we've got blockers in the forms of these locks. It's going to take a little bit of investigative work. Look at all of these waffles I have. If I can get the waffles out of the way, which I can't easily do right now, I might be able to slide this through to help. See how we get this opportunity. Let's do this. Let's hold on to this for a bit. Oh, that might not have been the right choice. Oh, I'm going to make this stripe. But I'm going to take this out, and I'm trying to get these guys together. See how that works? If it works. There we go. So now I can take these out, and I can open up a layer of everything else. I probably spent way too much time getting this effect instead of playing the board. And so I think that probably sets me behind as far as being able to get things done. And look at this, doing that. Not only, oh, that's frustrating. I tried so hard to leave some of these guys behind so that I could use them for another combo. And it just did not work out for me that way. Yeah, oh well. So now I have to figure out the best way to take everything else out. Should I just go ahead and make a match, or should I with a color bomb, trying to take out a color and concentrate things down? Or should I look for specials I can create? It's not an awful special, but it's not down in the area where I need things. I think taking these guys out and getting rid of some of those waffles is good. Now, these really thick layers of waffles are tough, especially when they get over into the corners here. Not pleasant. And sometimes we can move them out of the way, but most often we just have to get rid of them. Moving them out of the way is like, let's say I had an orange here as well, and there's an orange here, and then I take this orange and I move it over, and it displaces the waffle into an area where there is no jelly. So that's a strategy we can try to employ, although not in this situation. I could do this, but I think what I'm going to do now is take out all red from the board. That concentrates the colors down. It gives me a better shot at making more of these specials. Should I make another wrapped candy? Those aren't positioned well, in my opinion. But I do like the striped wrapped. I'm going to hit a lot of this. Now it's going to hit this, which is going to take out the most prevalent color, which is probably blue. No, it wasn't. What was it, orange? It's hard to tell because everything kind of came back down and moss here. So let's see. I could make a wrapped. It's not bad, but it's not in a great spot. But maybe I'll get it set up with something else, because if I make the stripe, it's in a better position, but it doesn't take out anything immediately like this does. Well, there's a stripe. I just don't know if I can get it all done. Alright, let's do this. Okay, color bomb. Matched with a special. It's a blue, which is good. I'm going to do this first, make this a little bit thinner, and then that blue wrapped that I made that I said, well, I'd rather have a stripe, it turned into a stripe. So got pretty close here, but that's super thick. It's going to be hard to get done with the number of moves I have left. I'm going to try though. I'm going to take out, I don't know. I mean, I could try to set up other things if I move this green, then this stripe's done 1, 2, 3, and it's getting close to being able to make a color bomb, but I don't have the ammunition for that. I could take out blue, that would help here. But I think I'm going to take out red, clear this out a bit, and then see what happens. Not much. Yeah, so if I had played that front end of the game a bit better, I might have had different results. Because look at now how easy it would be for me to make a color bomb. I could put this green up here, it would drop this blue down, and then the blue would be ready. I just don't have enough turns to make that into anything. So I was left with 4 jelly. So I'm going to pause the recording. I'm going to come back with a new board. I'm going to play around with the sides here and try to figure out the best use of those color bombs, how to get the maximum benefit from them. Well, immediately look at how much better this setup is. Not only can I hit this waffle, I can put these red together, and if there's another red on top, I'll actually get a color bomb, but even if I don't, I get a stripe. That's got this moving. I've got more moves I can make over here, which it's not fantastic. This isn't nearly as good, I think, as this, removing those waffles. Ooh, I like a reshuffle. That can really change the board up. That's not so good. This is pretty good. That's not so good because it's just running into these barriers. This is better. Now this is trapped still, but now what I can do is I could take out all purple and concentrate the colors, although I've got the opportunity to make this stripe. So I'm going to do this instead. And now I think I'll take out all blue, and that's going to have impact on the board. It's going to move things around. Now we've got this guy set up, but I'm going to do this move. Now we've got this. It's going to set a few things off, but hopefully it'll leave some of those color bombs for me, unlike the last one. Now, it did it just as the last one did, but it didn't take me nearly as many moves, at least, to get that one set up. Alright, so what's the best opportunity? I could make a stripe this way. That's a good one. I could make a stripe this way, not as powerful. I think what I'm going to do is play around in here. Now I can get a color bomb with the orange. Well, potentially. Sometimes things get disrupted. But that worked out well for me. Now these guys aren't in a good position to help. I'm going to make this red stripe, and then I'm going to take out all red and concentrate the colors down. That hit that, which made another explosion, but look at this. I've got another color bomb. Wrapped is really fun. Down a little bit closer would help more. Or I could try to set up a combo over here. I like wrapped. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hope it holds. It did. It's going to be powerful enough. It's going to hit this, which is going to take out a prevalent color. I'm okay with that. I think I'm actually going to do this first and really just make it explosive. But look how we reach all the way down into the corner, and then look at that. We got this done, which I saw it as a possibility, but I wasn't very hopeful. I'm glad it worked out that way. I could make another stripe this way, but why take these 4 orange and make 1 stripe when all 4 of these will be stripes if I do this? I've got a nice collection of orange, especially in the lower portion of this board, right where it's designed to help me most. Oh, and look at these wrapped candies. How significant. There we go. So, getting a better start on the board certainly proved very helpful to me. And also notice my improvement in strategy from the first board to the second board. I didn't spend quite so many turns trying to set up that strategy that I figured was possible, because the second time around I played the board. The board was able to give that to me more quickly, and I didn't try to force it in. So, whereas on the first one I should have probably tried to use some of those color bombs just to match with a regular color, because that combo didn't work out the way I'd hoped. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much